Hello, everyone. I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls 2, Skull of the First Sin. Yep. Um, Last we left off, we started the exploration of the Lost Bastille. Yep, here in New Game Plus. Yep. Uh, for the most part, not a whole lot of changes. There was the Red Phantom guy at the. Well, we started off on the back end, actually, where we picked up the Dull Ember, um, the dogs, and the first pursuer guarding the chest with the Silver Serpent Ring and the Fragrant Branch of Yore. And then we made our way towards Lucatiel. Um, and talked to her a bit because I am going to summon her for the Lost Sinner fight because in New Game Plus, Lost Sinner has additional enemies in the fight, so basically just summoning Lucatiel is kind of like a distraction just to make it easier on myself. Um, but for the most part, the only change in that little section was 5 large shards at the second floor of that little tower that Lucatiel's in. I'm pretty sure in new game it's just a single shard instead of 5. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we talked with her, continued forward towards Macduff's place. Stupid guy blew up the barrel before I could knock it down the stairs, so I had to run back again. This time we did get to blow up the wall to Macduff's place. I talked with Macduff, gave him the ember, looted his workshop, and then we went to the front end of Bastille, yep, where we came in from No Man's Wharf. Yep, made it through there, did not get invaded. It is a possible invasion of the Forlorn, but he didn't invade. There was a Red Phantom jailer that spawned in, took care of him, took care of all the soldiers with the crossbows, hopped down, took care of the pursuer, just looted the area. Nothing changed that I could tell. Yep, I think we grabbed the antiquated keys somewhere. I don't quite remember where. But I went through there, grabbed the Wanderer set from the undead or the prisoners, or I think they're undead citizens. I think they're called in the game, but yeah. Use luring skulls for that little ambush. The little knock the rock cage comes up. 3 of those guys pop out. If you throw a luring skull, they'll go for that instead of you, allowing you to like pick them off, which is very helpful for that one ambush. Yep, so we did that little way. More soldiers, destroy the wall for the Archdrake robe, the dark room with one of the shadow assassin people, the Ferris Lockstone. Yeah, did not go up the elevator. Continued on the little pathway back towards the main loop towards Macduff Place. A Red Phantom dog was in that little area. Yep, in a new game there's nothing there, but now there's a Red Phantom dog. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then sorry about that. I had to clear my throat. But yeah, I was saying we Red Phantom dog popped back down to the main loop. After that, we went to unpetrify the statue towards the Lost Sinner. I mean, not the Lost Sinner, the Ruined Sentinels. Yeah, cleared out all of them. Again, nothing really new there. Nothing that I could tell. Nothing that I could tell anyway at a first glance. Made our way to the Ruined Sentinels. Did the Ruined Sentinels. Yeah, we beat them up, got their soul. Yeah, they don't drop anything additional, so I mean, you can just skip them in New Game Plus if you want. But yeah, cleared out their room. Nothing new that I remember. The target shield, the Crimson Waters, and the one chest with a little undead citizen that would possibly blow it up. And I think we progressed forward to here, killed the butterfly, went down, took on the pursuer down there, and that was it. Yep, that was it. did half of the Bastille, and so we have the rest of the Bastille to go through. Sinner's Rise, and then Belfry Luna. So, made good progress. Yeah. Again, not much change. Other than the 2 red phantom enemies that spawned, maybe an additional item or additional, well, change in item pickup here and there, but for the most part, the Bastille's pretty much the same. And that was it. Yeah, that was it. And between episodes, I didn't really do much. Upgraded some weapons. What's it called? The Blue Flame and the Staff of Amana. Yeah, I upgraded those. So, yeah, the Blue Flame is a twinkling weapon, and the Staff is a Titanite weapon. So I upgraded both of them to max, because for our intelligence level, the Staff of Amana here is better as long as we're not hollow. And I just wanted to use the Blue Flame because it actually looks pretty cool. There's actually a pattern on it. Hold on. I just noticed that there's like a little pattern on there. Cool. Ah, details. It's the little things that make the difference. And that was it. That's all I did between episodes. Just upgrade some weapons. That's about it. And today we're going to hopefully finish up the Lost Bastille. Yep. Right now we have to make our way to Strayed. We'll have to cross the bridge to Sinner's Rise, take on the Lost Sinner, and if time permits, we'll do Belfry Luna. Yep. So that's the plan. Whether we do all that, who knows? Well, I hope to at least get to the Lost Sinner, but even that might be stretching it, depending on how quickly I deal with these enemies. But again, we'll just have to see. So that's the plan. And our equipment for today, at least starting off, got the Blue Flame to +5. I picked this because the Lost Sinner is actually weakest to magic. Yep, surprise. Standard physical resist, standard lightning and dark. She has higher resistance to fire, but lower to magic. So I decided to give this a try. Just cause. Besides, it's a cool looking weapon. So, Blue Flame, Bow of Want, King Shield, Staff of Amana. Again, with our intelligence level, this has the highest magic damage for our intelligence level. As long as we're not hollow. Once we start hollowing, then we actually lose magic damage. So, the more hollowing you are, the less bonus magic damage you get. It would actually go down into the negatives if you get hollowed enough. So, but I don't plan on getting that hollowed, so good for us. Corinthian ring, stone ring, pretty standard rings here. Ring of knowledge, because we need this in order to actually use this. This requires, I think, 35 intelligence to use. So we need the ring of knowledge to get the stats for that. And clear boost on ring, +1, because I do plan on using some magic today, hopefully. If I actually remember it, but... Yeah, definitely need this because this has a average cast speed. Yeah, I'll just say it's average cast speed, so... And I have my little Hexer Hood, Bone King's Robe to +3. I didn't have enough Twinkling Titanite for this. I should have stockpiled on upgrade materials, but Archdrake's gloves and High Knight's leggings, because I think that looks pretty cool. Flask, gems, gold pine resin. You can, even though this has a magic damage or split damage here, it's not infused. I think you can infuse this, but as long as we don't infuse it, we can actually buff it with resins. So that's why I have this here, just in case. So we can have triple elemental damage here, physical, magic, and lightning if I really wanted to. But I'm pretty sure you can infuse this, but I haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, so we have resin, feather, arrows. I have 3 copies of Great Soul Arrow, 2 Great Magic Weapon, and 1 Crystal Magic Weapon. Yep. Because you can actually buff, Blue Flame can cast spells with the heavy attack. You can actually boost the damage even further by actually applying a magic buffing to it, either through magic weapon or aromatic ooze or anything like that. So that's why I have these, just to hopefully, well, more damage is more damage. I'll take any damage I can get, but those are the spells. Your stats should be the same as last time. Again, I have +6 in intelligence because of a ring in the hood, and +1 in faith because of the hood. But looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right. I think I rambled on long enough. Let's get the show on the road. All right. So we took care of Mr. Pursuer already, so that's nice. So all we gotta do is just clear the way. All right. Yeah, again, there's no fake walls here. Don't forget the item behind the door. I know it's just a regular soul item, but still. Alright, come on, soldier. I know you're there. Or did I not go far enough? Didn't go far enough, probably. There he is. That's the Bastille key. There we go. Pretty solid damage. Solid damage. So I was hoping Magic Arrow would do a bit more, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I was hoping you might be able to. Now I'm curious. Can I put a resin on a staff? No. Okay. I was just curious. Well, can I put magic on there? No. Okay. I was just curious because oh yeah, because I already infused it with magic damage. Okay, that's probably why. Never mind. Yeah, you can't resin an already infused weapon. All right. So if I didn't have infusion on it, I probably could have used a resin on a staff, which is kind of shocking. But all right, let's go up the stairs first. Or do we? No, we don't want to go upstairs first. We want to actually go this way. Never mind. Getting my directions mixed up. Yeah, because you want to go this way. Because there's the... There they are. There they are. Yep. If you haven't beaten the gargoyles yet, they will fly around once you get past this point. Oh yeah, that's death. Right, here we go. A couple of flame butterflies. Don't mind if I do. I need to jump. Soul item. Did he already climb up the ladder? Wow, even a backstab's not enough to kill you, huh? That's fine. Alright, as long as I kill you guys in one hit, we're good. There we go, just clear out the room. Alright. I have a bad thought. Sorry, headphone users, it's gonna get pretty loud. Oh, okay, never mind. It's not explosive barrels. Never mind. Alright, I thought those were explosive barrels there for a second. Well, pretty sure those are explosive barrels. Yep, okay. Alright, never mind. I thought those were... thought that was something, but... best door in the game? Sorry for the intrusion. Oh, that wall looked different. Alright, just curious. Alright. Open the gate. Kaboom. Bam. Magic is so nice. Oh, you have the guy up there. I know, I hear you. I wonder what that was all about. Oh, hello. Oh, that's out. Oh, okay. I was like, wondering what that was. Okay, that goes out there. That's where the another pursuer invasion's at. Is that out there? Alright. Before we do that, we're actually gonna go hit the bonfire. At least get it active. Gonna go that way just yet. Again, pretty sure these guys are passive. Bastille key. Life and fire bombs. Just drops us down the other side of the gate. Invisible hollow. You're right here. Thank you. Smooth silky stone. Alright. So, can we unpetrified strayed? I think we can. Okay, we have two. Alright, fine. We'll unpetrify strayed. And then we'll probably go unpetrify Rosebeth just to make sure we have enough for her. But we should have plenty anyway. Alright, bonfire. Not gonna rest.
Very good. Lock white. Right is the of the
Yeah. We already heard all this before. Just doing it just cause. Alright. So we can buy the forlorn stuff again if we want. Buy the rings again if we want. Could buy some of these spells again. I'll hold off for now. Yeah, I'll probably hold off for now. I don't know, maybe another dark orb. Yeah, I'll just take another dark orb. It's cheap. So we could trade for some of the boss weapons already. I have to see which ones I already have because I don't want to duplicate ones I don't need. So we'll get another copy of heavy homing soul arrow. But all right. Yeah. All right. Let's light the sconce downstairs. Hit up the pursuer again. Whee. Sconce. Alright. This should be the door to the elevator. Yes, it is. Skeptic Spice. I'm pretty sure you just have to run off. Alright. Let me actually put on the cat ring. Just run off. There we go. A bonfire ascetic. I'll never use them, but that was close. Alright. So now we're down here. We'll take the lift back up. Yeah, never use bonfire ascetics. I just don't. I mean, I know they have their uses. They're actually really good if you know what you're doing. Yeah, you can, you basically need them to speed run Dark Souls 2, because you use bonfire ascetics at, ideally the Rotten's. The Rotten's bonfire is the closest one, I believe, to the boss fight. So you can just, like, speed run, kill him in a new game, use the bonfire ascetic, kill him again in the new game plus difficulty, and he gives, like, I think like 250,000 souls each time, almost. Well, more so at higher cycles, but so you should be able to, like, get like 1,000,000 soul memories by beating him like 4 times, I believe. Should be plenty. But again, I don't use it, so alright. So we have the pursuer here. Is he right out here? Yes, he is. Okay. This is the spot. Alright, so I'm going to slap on my Clearstone ring. This won't really help against him, so let's Lingering Dragon Crest. We'll use our magic, crystal magic weapon. Get whacked. Getting some pretty good damage on him, which is nice. And dead. Alright. Another Twinkling Titanite for the cause. Thank you. I like how our weapon's like full of crystals, which is really cool. Alright, so let's walk over here. Pow pow. Just gonna get my stone ring back on. Brazen knuckle ring, don't really care for it. Radiant life gem, we can go back in there. But we're going to do this little hop across. And there's the... we just saw him. That's probably the angle. There he is. There's that Red Phantom Jailer. Yep. So, Red Phantoms of basic enemies will respawn, but Red Phantom NPCs, again, will not. So, keep that in mind. Across for butterfly and torches. And... the slow edge walk towards... should be the gold eagle shield? I think it's a spell parry shield. I can't remember which one. It's not the gold falcon. I don't think that's this one. Golden wing shield. That is the green one. Yep, this one. Yep. With spell parries. Yep. Alright. Back to the bonfire, then we go over to Sinner's Rise. Alright, so that's the last of the actual Bastille. Bastille. So, alright. Then we'll head over Sinner's Rise. Ah, oof, I was quick enough, thank God. Yeah. Not have been pretty if we got blasted by him, but alright. Don't forget about this enemy. 8 radiant life gems. That is nice. I think that's actually an upgrade. I think this was just 8 regular life gems. Now it's radiance. So that is good. That is good. We like those. Alright. I don't think the gargoyles will fly across now. I think they only fly around once. But oh, didn't mean to do that. Wrong button. Let's get over here, because at least we should be low enough where he doesn't actually hit us. There we go. Magic weapon. I think it increases poise damage done. I'm probably wrong on that, but it'd be nice. Alright, Sinner's Rise. Oh. That's the guy up top, so... There we go. We head up, hit the bonfire. I'm pretty sure there's a red phantom in here somewhere. Almost positive. Oh, here they come. Alright. Oh, I love interactions like that. Like, again, they only do that if you haven't killed their boss version yet. Alright. Yeah, because I think in my new game I did a Belfry Luna first before I came over to Sinner's Rise, so I didn't get to see that interaction. But... Alright. Oh yeah, item over there. Soul item. Do I want to rest? Nah, we can always replenish. Well, yeah, we can always replenish spells with Crimson or Crimson Waters and durability with Repair Powder, but. Effigy? There should be another one in here. Yep, there they are. Ah, I forgot. They lead their shots. Yep. I keep forgetting that they lead their shots. Alright. Hit the switch. Don't forget about the item on the ledge. Ooh, let's not fall off. And boom. Lacerating knives, sure. Oh, I forgot about this sconce. I do like lighting this one, so we will light it. Alright. Now for the Fluxile Sentry Cheese, I guess. Feign there is not a good idea. Might just stick with the... Let's poison him first. Oh, hello. Enhanced Undead. They added an Enhanced Undead tier down here, New Game Plus. That guy can get in here, so... There, he's poisoned at least, so we need to be careful with this guy because he can and will one-shot us. They are very, very dangerous. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, crap. This is actually Dark Souls 2 initially released with two of these guys down here instead of the Flexile Sentry. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah. Ow. Luckily that was a regular swipe. You try to... 4... 5... It's like 5, good. I'm just going to kite this guy around because they are very dangerous. Right. Poison, do your thing. Whew. Alright. That is a pretty significant change from base new game. Yeah. Like I was saying, those two guys were actually present in the original release of Dark Souls 2. Skull of the First Sin, new game. They took out those two enhanced undead and replaced them with the Flexile Sentry. But it looks like they added them back in New Game Plus. Nice. Alright. Was not expecting that. I was honestly expecting a Red Phantom, but sheesh. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Poison. There we go. Alright. Oh, this weapon's L2 is this. Yeah. It consumes weapon durability, but it's pretty powerful. Doesn't like conjuring a lightning bolt as an arrow. I mean... Yep. Operation Cheese Flexile Sentry completes. Alright. Alright, Sinner's Rise, what more do you have? I was not expecting those enhanced undead down here. So that was actually pretty good. And the only other place we saw those enhanced undead were in Aldia's Keep. So there were experiments conducted by Aldia. So... was he using prisoners here at the Bastille as test subjects? Possibly. There's Ritual Ban and Bleedstone. There is a ledge, so you gotta be careful. Alright. So yeah, was Aldia using the prisoners down here as test subjects? Oh, hello. Red Phantom citizens. Lovely. Oh, you shouldn't have, game. You shouldn't have. Alright, so there's Red Phantom citizens down here. Oh, great. Just great. But at least they seem to die in one hit, so that's good. That's good. Any other shenanigans I should worry about? This should be what? Sellsword Lewitz? Yep, Sellsword Lewitz. Considering his full summon signs down here, he's probably... he might have been a prisoner down here, for all I know. I'm just checking for invisible hollows. I remember there's one down here somewhere, but I can't quite remember. I think he might be down one of these. But, now that I remember, let's, slap on an alluring skull. Because those prisoner guys do love me some skulls. you. Alright. I know there's another one in here. Oh, he's in the other room. Okay. Oh. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God he got attracted by the alluring skull. Damn, because he would have hurt. That would have chunked our health. Yeah, so, oof. Alluring skull for the win. Thank you. Oh, I thought there was a visible hollow, but nope. Just a wanky hitbox. Or wonky hitbox. Lockstone, Soul of a Knight. Alright. Let's go up on the other side. I think there's a Hay Knight up here, I believe. Is the Hay Knight still here? Oh, here's the hollow. There he is. I knew he was in here somewhere. Alright. Hey, Knight, you still here? Yes, you are. Okay. I guess as long as we leave you alone, you leave us alone, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't leave you alone, otherwise our Lucatiel will aggro onto you. Alright, we gotta get a couple of pot shots off. Alright, back up. We'll take it. We'll take it. There's this gauntlets. Cool. One of these Hay Knights in New Game Plus can drop their lance. I think it's the one in the gutter, if I remember right. I think it's the one in the gutter, but... I know there's a special Hay Knight that drops the lance. But... Alright. Don't know why we have the doors on the sides. Alright, that should be everything in here. Alright. Let us go back. Let us summon a Lucatiel. Sure. Light torch. Let's go, Lucatiel. You're gonna be my meat shield, at least for a little bit. Alright. There might be some more red phantoms between us and the boss fog, but we'll see. Alright. There's a sconce right here. Yep, 2 red phantom jailers either side. That actually makes sense. Guarding the little of the fire. And will they aggro together? Yes, they do. Lucatiel is actually pretty good. Solid damage there, Lucatiel. Alright. those guys actually, their placement actually makes some sense. Yeah. Radiant Life Gem. Cool. Yep, they're guarding the little sconces to the center so she doesn't get any lights. Alright. Alright, so we will light the torches again. So instead of using a butterfly, we'll just hit up the sconce again. Alright, light the torch. Don't sprint because we want Lucatiel to path properly. Because I've had her run off ledges before when I sprinted too far ahead. Yep. The Bastille key. Let there be lights. Here we go again. Let there be lights too. Smooth silky stone. Alright, I think we are ready. Alright, let us actually use this one. Drink, and then we'll do a quick powder. Alright. Can't use that. Not gonna use that. Not gonna use that. We'll keep that. Stone Ring won't really help us against the boss. Against the NPC enemies, yes, but they should have light armor, so that won't really matter to us. Alright, so we'll get the Lingering Dragon Crest. Not gonna use that. Alright. Lost a Sinner. Yep, again, the additional enemies will pop in at about half health, if I remember right. Yeah. You get the Sinner's health down to about half. 2 Red Phantom NPC Pyromancers will pop out of the walls on the side. They shouldn't have too much health. We should deal with them pretty quickly, but once they pop out, they're going to be priority number 1. Hopefully Lucatiel keeps the Sinner's attention, but... Alright. Alright. Here we come, Lost Sinner. I love the cutscene play. Pretty solid damage. Oh. Thought I dodged, but oh well. But here they come. There they are. Ah. Luckily they didn't do too much damage, but... There we go. They were priority number 1. Now all I have to do is deal with the Lost Sinner. Oh, ow. Ow, I forgot. She has a wide swinging arc. Oh, we might. I wasn't sure what she was doing. Oh, she's parrying. All right. Oh, I thought. Lucatiel, he failed me. Whatever. Yeah, I think she was in a parry stance, if I remember right, where she has her weapon kind of like, well, almost like that, but. I thought Lucatiel had her attention. That's why I healed, but... Oh well. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. Lost Sinner, huh? Yeah, I should have gone with the Dragon Crest shield, but Flexile Sentry should not respawn. The enhanced undead, I'm not too sure about them. I believe they will respawn, but anyway, I'm going to pause it here, and I'll see you in front of the boss fog. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I can confirm that the enhanced undeads and the Flexile Sentry both respawn in New Game Plus. So expect them to be at the bottom of the elevator when you get down there. So I went ahead and assumed they didn't respawn, so I summoned Lucatiel, but they did respawn, so Lucatiel kind of helped me clear them out, and then I made my way over here, and by the time I got ready for the fight, Lucatiel was already at half health, so I didn't have any means of restoring her health. So sent her back, and we got Sellsword Lewitt. Yep, he should be a better distraction. He does have the, I think the red-eyed ring. I think is what it's called. Hold on, yeah, this right here. Yeah, it basically just enhances aggro chance anyway. So once an enemy aggroes onto him, it was more likely to stay on him. So yeah, and because he has full health, so he'll survive longer than Lucatiel. But yeah, so we're going with the Sellsword Lewitt this time. Yep. And I also noticed that he has Gower's Ring of Protection on, because he has a little phantom guy on his back. It's kind of hard to see from here, but so you can't backstab him, which is nice. All right, shall we try this again? Let's try it again. Coming for you again, Lost Sinner. Get my souls first. There we go. Yep. He immediately walks in and gets aggro. There we go. Nice. Oh, they spawned in. Alright. Take care of these guys first. Lewitt's gonna die, so we'll eventually have to do this on our own. Get a few hits in while he's still around. There we go. That's how you do it, Lewitt. Ow, I forgot. Wide swings. Oh. I keep forgetting wide swings. You can actually parry her, but I ain't going to try. There we go. Great soul embraced. Soul of the Lost Sinner, and in New Game Plus. Yep, got the old Sinner's soul, and in New Game Plus and higher, he also drops the old Witch's soul. Yep. Alright. Lost Sinner. Round 2. Victory! Alright. Yeah. Definitely a harder fight in New Game Plus. Yeah, because with the addition of the two NPCs, yeah, definitely makes the fight a lot harder, or much harder anyway. Yeah, so definitely recommend bringing either Sellsword Lewitt or Lucatiel, just so you can focus on the other pyromancers that drop in. But with enough damage, you can kill them pretty quickly, so you don't really have to bother with them. But if I had a lot more intelligence, they would probably die in 2 hits guaranteed. But I needed the magic weapon in order to actually achieve that effect. But all right, let me get closer to the door so it's not quite as loud. All right, so it also the Lost Sinner also dropped the old witch's soul. Here's the soul of the Lost Sinner. Yep. Eternally punishes herself for the sins of her past. Yep. And the old witch soul. This once magnificent soul continues to exert influence over the land, even after the eons have reduced it to these remnants. Remnants. Can't speak. Yeah, but yeah. Soul of the ineffable. Yep. This is actually soul of the witch Izalith, or at least what became of it anyway in this day and age. Yeah, this once magnificent soul continues to exert influence over the land. Yep. Yep. So we can actually get at least a pyromancy out of it. We might get 2 pyromancies out of it. No, we get a pyromancy or the chaos blade. Yep. Those are the 2 souls we can get out of it. So, all right. Lost Sinner. Lovely. All right. Chest, not a mimic. Branch of Yore, Elizabeth Mushroom. Sure. And Primal Bonfire lit. All right. Primal Bonfire was rekindled. All right, so now that that's done, let's put my feather back there. This should take us to the extension. We'll actually go over to Strayed, because I'm pretty sure you can get the pyromancy from Strayed out of the soul. So that's what we're going to do first. Because it is a pyromancy that actually has a weapon buff, actually. Strayed, my man.
Well, this is a most peculiar soul. Very good. Unusual.
Yep. And we go to trade. Nope. I think you get the weapon from Ornifex is what you get the weapon out of. Both strayed. You get the flame weapon. Yep. Pyromancy that imbues weapon in other hand with fire. Adds fire damage to the types of damage the weapon already inflicts. Pyromancy and sorcery are said to be like oil and water, but in fact their origins can be traced to a common source. Yep. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters cast flame sorceries. So, but when she became the bed of chaos, that knowledge was lost. So, a close proximity was pyromancy was created by Quelana, I believe, the godmother of pyromancy. Yep. So I will get the flame weapon. I do not care for the chaos blade, so bam.
Feeble. Do you?
Yeah. And I don't know. The gargoyles are gonna be a pain to fight, to be honest. I honestly don't know if I want to do that just yet. I mean, I could do it, but I'm gonna have to change out my equipment to get some better defenses going. Because we need to kill them quick, because otherwise we'll get swarmed. Do I want to do the Luna right now? Yeah, we'll do the Luna right now. Might as well. It's not that big of an area, but I just don't like it. We could keep. Well, I don't know. This. Hold on. I'm gonna have to pause it here again. I'm sorry, because I do want to do the Luna. So this episode's probably gonna go on a bit longer. Just I'm not sure how well we'll do the gargoyle fight. So I am going to change out my equipment here. So I'll see you in a moment. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I basically just changed out my armor. That's all I did. Yeah, I just put on some bit heavier armor. I got the Ivory King's armor here. There's chest, leggings, and gloves. Put on the penal mask because I was sure with the put on here, so I just might as well just go with the penal mask. Gives us a bit more equip load just to help offset the increased weight. Yeah, so so again, that's the only difference. Just the armor here. Kept everything the same. I might change out my weapon depending on how well we do against the bell keepers, but yeah. So I don't think the gargoyles can be poisoned either. So all right, but anyway, all right. Let me rest real quick. Get our spells back. Actually, let's I'll throw on repair just in case. Yeah, well, nah, never mind. Never mind, we're good. Alright. Yep, now that we don't have the Hexer Hood, we don't have as many spell casts, which is sad, but oh well. C'est la vie. Alright. Alright, let's go. Belfry Luna, hopefully you don't take too long. But again, the area is short, but the boss fight could take a while. Yep. All right. Yeah. Yeah, got the Prince's Honor. Prince's Honor, stay away from the bell. No, we don't want to join the Covenant. No, we're not be gone. Alright, let's go. Let's see how bad this area is in New Game Plus. Aha. I missed. Yeah, these guys might be difficult to hit. Not too bad. Ooh. There's the spirits. He should be at the very top. I wonder if this will actually work on him. I don't think it will, but I'm curious. Skeptic Spice. Yeah, because he's considered an invader, so Seed of a Giant should trigger on him, hopefully. But I have a feeling it won't. Not a mimic. There's the blue tear stone ring. Alright, another spice. Alright. And so far it does not seem like it's working, but eh. There we go. It's like 4 hits does the job. There we go. Again, we have to ring the bell in order to open up the gates. This is going to be tricky. Let me recast the magic weapon. Alright. The key is just to kite. Just kite him. Alright, so Seed of a Giant does not seem to work, so that's perfectly fine. Yeah. Oh. Got knocked off the wall. Alright. Slow and steady. Pick them off one at a time. There's the other guy. Take care of you. Alright. So it's just you, I believe. Nope, there's another one. Alright. Alright. Try and take care of you. Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright. Bellkeeper has been slain. Nice. Oh, what do you drop? A shield. Cool. Alright. Not a mimic. 2 radiant gem, 2 twilight herbs. Sure. Alright, so let's ring the bell. So we open the gate. Yep. Gargoyles. Lovely. You can actually tell, I think you can tell which ones spawn just by their coloration. Yeah, those 2 in the back there. That one doesn't. That one in the back there. This one right here. That one doesn't. That one right there. Okay. Yes. Alright. So you can tell just by the coloration. Cool. 6 in total. Lovely. I will probably change out my weapon. I don't quite remember what they're weakest to. I think it's strike, but I'm pretty sure you can't poison them. I want to use the mace, but I have a feeling the reach is going to be not that good. Yeah. I might stick with the... No, I might actually go... Think real quick. I mean... I might just stick with the Drake sword, to be honest. Drake Keeper sword, because it has a wide arc. It's got decent reach, it's got a wide arc. Yeah. Alright, I might do that. Alright. I could summon Masterless Glencore, actually. Oh, I don't think, you know what? If I can summon Glencore, we're gonna summon Glencore, because if FromSoft's gonna use, 6 gargoyles on us, might as well get up some backup. Alright. Let's go, Glencore. I need your help. I will take anything if against these gargoyles. Actually, once they start spewing fire, it's gonna suck. Alright. Please do not go away once we cross this fog. Please. Alright. Alright. Alright, gargoyles. Suck it. Alright, let's see our damage. Oh. I did not realize he would attack right off the thing. Oh, shit. We are in for a problem. Yeah, this is not going to happen. We don't have enough damage for this fight. we were doing okay. Drake Sword was a decent idea, but it lacked power. Also, I'm pretty sure that since we have a summon on here, they come out quicker. Oh, damn. Damn it. Die. Nope. Yeah. Our damage was not what we needed for this fight. Yeah, we need the mace. We have to use the mace for this fight. All right. I was hoping to do more than 215 damage with the against the gargoyles, but yeah, that nope. Oh well. Yeah, okay. So magic might still be the way, but we need strike weapon. Yeah, I need a strike weapon for the gargoyles. All right. And once I saw that damage number, I was like, it ain't gonna happen. Nope, it's not gonna happen. All right. Well, Dark Souls 2 New Game Plus. What do you expect? So again, I'm gonna pause here, run to the boss fog, and I'll see you when we get there. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot. You dropped something, huh? Yeah, that's probably a shield. Ooh, rusted coin. Nice. Alright, back at the gargoyles here. I'm gonna not summon Glencore, because I think he actually causes the gargoyles to spawn faster. If I remember right, if you have a summon, the gargoyles will spawn faster than usual, and I'm pretty sure they also get additional health. So, hopefully that's the key difference to this fight. So, Glencore might have been a bad choice, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I knew this fight was going to be difficult, just because again, it's just you will eventually get swarmed by gargoyles, and they're pretty tanky by themselves. So, yeah. So I have the base here. I do have Pate's spear here just in case. It does give you good reach, so if I have to, I will use it. I do like spears, but all right. We'll actually go physical damage this time, since we're not going to be using spells that much. We'll probably just stick with some more damage. Yeah, stick with more damage. All right. All right. Gargoyles. Round 2? Round 2. All right, game, don't screw me now. Look at my stuff. Oh, there's the damage I was looking for. That was the damage I was looking for. I think we're fat rolling, so need to be careful. Focus on one gargoyle at a time. Yeah, we're fat rolling. Okay, so I need to get rid of this spear. No lightning for you. Need to heal when I can. Oh, forgot about the follow-up. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I knew he was going to come, but I wasn't sure when. Alright, so our magic's out, so we are... There we go. One more, or two more. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Two hits, back away. That's fine. Separate you two. And we just got the one. Alright. Take this chance to heal. Oh. That's fine. Alright. Now I'm curious how much this will do. Alright. Okay. Not as much as the mace, so. Alright. Belfry Gargoyles. We get their soul and the covetous gold serpent ring +2. Alright. Mace was the way to go. Not having Glencore was also the way to go as well. Yeah, because I think it gives them at least more defenses that I could tell. Yeah. I mean, once I hit a gargoyle with our mace and the crystal magic weapon and saw the 500, almost 600, I was like, we got this. Yeah, we got this. So, yeah. The key is just to focus on a gargoyle and go from there. Yeah. Just pick them off one at a time. Pick your openings, swing once or twice. Yeah. Have your guard up. So, yeah. Also, this armor gave us enough poise to at least poise through at least one attack of theirs, so that's helpful. All right. Yep. New game plus higher, or at least bonfire intensity, I should mean. But bonfire intensity 2 and higher, gargoyles will drop the gold covetous serpent ring +2. Yep. So that's good for all your farming needs. Yep. Hit the I forget which bonfire it is. It might be the one in there. Yeah, it might be the one in the little cafeteria room just outside the Luna. Yeah. So, but be prepared for a annoying fight. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Yeah. So, yeah, Glencore was a bad call. He gave the gargoyles more defenses. I think he also gave them more damage as well, and I think also it reduces their spawn timer, so they spawned a lot quicker. So you get overwhelmed a lot quicker. Stupid gargoyle. But anyway, all right. We took care of him. And 2 red phantom dogs. Lovely. Get my blue flame. All right, pooches. Ricocheting off the wall here. Anyway. Alright. Not a mimic. So the ritual band. Yep, so 2 red phantom dogs right here. Which means they should respawn once, what's his face? Or once we rest at the bonfire, they should respawn. Let me go look. For science. Yep, there they are. Okay. Yep, they respawned. I saw one of their muzzles, so. Alright. So you know the deal with this guy, don't we? Yes, we do. We're gonna get our Seed of a Giant. We're gonna go down till he spawns. Come on. I know you want to. You gonna spawn? There you go. Orgel the Sinner. Yep. So he likes to hang out down there, so we're just gonna Seed of a Giant and watch the dogs go at it. Get 'em, dogs. Nom 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 nom. No, yeah, there you go. Nom nom. Nom 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 nom. So we'll head down. Gives us a chance to. There he goes. The doggies did their part, so now we can. Now that they're not crowding the ladder, we can come down here and clear house. There we go. Yep, got another FG out of it. Nice. That is the best way of dealing with this guy. Get him to spawn. Use a Seed of Giants. The dogs will start attacking him once he gets about half health. Go down the ladder. This area should be clear of most of the dogs. You want to deal with maybe like one or two. And then just pick them off. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love the Seed of a Giant. Dragon Tooth, Petrified Something, Bright Bug. Oh, Bright Bug should also restock at Melentia. And the Enchanted Falchion. Alright. And with that, the Lost Bastille is now fully complete. Yep. Alright. Take a quick rest. Alright. And with that, I'll call an episode. Yep. It's a good place to stop. We completed the Lost Bastille, including Belfry Luna. Yep. Start off at the little cafeteria past the ruined sentinels, and we just kind of pressed forward. Yep. Eventually made our way up to Strayed. Yep. Trying to think if there's anything new that I could think of, but no. The item behind the door, the Bastille key. Took the side path. Butterflies to jump across the gap. The citizens. The guy, the door that leads to the skeleton in the wall. Through some more citizens up to Strayed. Fought the other pursuer invader. Grabbed the gold winged shields, the brazen knuckle ring. Met Strayed. Well, unpetrified Strayed. We crossed the bridge to Sinner's Rise. We saw the gargoyles fly past up there. Took care of the soldiers. Elevator down. We noticed our first change. Well, the first change that I noticed was the radiant life gems on the bridge there. Yeah, once you start crossing the bridge to Sinner's Rise, you walk through the gate. Immediately to the right, there's a little soldier guarding a corpse with item. The items are 8 radiant life gems. I'm pretty sure in the new game they're just 10 regular life gems, if I remember right. Yeah, but in New Game Plus, they're 8 radiant gems, so that is a nice little upgrade. And so we crossed the bridge, up the ladder, or up to the bonfire with the sconce. Made our way down the elevator. And then we noticed our second change in the Bastille, or at least our second change this episode, was that down towards the Lost Sinner at the bottom of the elevator at Sinner's Rise, instead of in addition to the Flexile Sentry, there are 2 enhanced undead. Yep. Those 2 were again in the original release of the game down there. They were removed in Skull of the First Sin, but it looks like in New Game Plus they were added back in. So Yeah, it makes the bottom of that little elevator a lot more precarious because while you can trap the Flexile Sentry, he's too big to go through the doorway. The Enhanced Undead can walk through the doorway, so you can get two of them in that little room with the elevator if you're not careful. So, yeah, and they are really strong. If you're not careful, they can and will one-shot you. So, yeah. So that was our second change that I noticed. It took care of them. And those three will respawn. Yep, the Flexile Sentry respawns. The Enhanced Undead respawn. So I think in the new game, the Sentry doesn't respawn. But New Game Plus, he does. I think he's now tied to the 12 respawn limit. Yeah, so I think that's another overarching change in New Game Plus, that some of these enemies that used to not respawn will. So I'll probably I'll try and keep track of the ones that do. So like the Flexile Sentry respawns down there. I think new game again. The new game doesn't, but now he does. So yeah, so we just cleared out that little area, the Blossom Shield, the Hidden Wall to Bleedstone, and the Northern Ritual Band. Another Red Phantom enemy, a undead citizen. Yep. And I think that's so cleared out that little area, cell area. Took on the Hayden Knights. He dropped his gauntlets, I believe. And yep. The Fire Seed, Soul Item, the Invisible Hollow. Yep. And then we summoned Lucatiel, crossed the bridge to the Sinner's Rise prison. Saw another change. They added two Red Phantom jailers at the top of the stairs guarding the little brazier lighting points. Yep, the little doors. So we took care of them, lit the braziers, grabbed the life gem, I think another smooth silky stone. Then we took on the Lost Sinner. Yep. Lost Sinner New Game Plus gets additional adds when you get it down to, I think, about half health. Two NPC pyromancers spawn in. Yep. So once they spawn in, take care of them. Unfortunately, we did die to the Lost Sinner. I thought Lucatiel had aggro, but it turned out he didn't. So we got shanked. Yeah, I went to heal, but it shanked us. So oh well, oh well. So made my way back to the center. This time with Sellsword Lewitt in tow. Yep. So he lasted longer. Well, he was more consistent in aggro control. I'll say that. So with Sellsword Lewitt, we did beat the Lost Sinner. A new game plus and higher. Lost Sinner drops an additional soul item. This time it's the Old Witch Soul. It's basically with the soul of Witch of Izalith. So yeah, it's a soul that still exerts influence on the land. I think is what the item description said. Yep, so we got that. Lit the Primal Bonfire, grabbed the Fragrant Branch of Yore, went to Strayed, traded the Old Witch's Soul for the Flame Weapon Pyromancy. So that will come in handy throughout this playthrough because I do like me some fire. It'll definitely help in Huntsman's Copse. It'll help there. It'll also help in Earthen Peak. Yep, all that little stretch up till the Iron Keep. And yep, and then we came and did Belfry Luna. Yep, cleared it out. When the Belfry Bellkeeper Invader invaded, I did use another Seed of a Giant, thinking it would work on him, but it actually doesn't. Yeah, those NPC enemies in Belfry Luna will not react to Seed of Giants. Nope. So I thought it would, but oh well. C'est la vie. But we did clear it out. Got Septic Spice, the life gems, and the herb at the top of the bell tower. Defeated the invader. Yep, and then we summoned Glencore. Then we took on the Belfry Gargoyles, and it was a disaster from the start. Yep. Used the Drake sword, but once I saw the damage numbers, I was like, nope, we're not going to do this. We're not doing enough damage. We're going to get overwhelmed too quickly, and we're going to die. So, yeah. We did get pretty far. I did eventually switch over to the mace. So we did see some better damage numbers, but Glencore did die about with the 3 gargoyles left, and yep, and I did too. So this time we went back to the fights. This time with the mace in tow. I also had the Pate's spear in tow, but I didn't realize we were heavy load. Yep, we were over 70% equip load, so we were fat rolling. Yep. So I did the gargoyles with a fat roll. Lovely, lovely. But yeah, but this time I didn't summon Glencore. Nope. He stayed put. I had the mace, crystal magic weapon, and once I saw the near 600 damage to a gargoyle, I was like, yeah, we got this one. Yeah, we got it. So a little touch and go here and there, but we did do it. We did beat the Belfry Gargoyles. They drop an additional ring item. They drop the gold covetous serpent ring +2. So very good for if you want to farm for upgrade materials, whatnot. So if you can stomach the gargoyles in New Game Plus difficulty, use a bonfire ascetic at I think it's the bonfire in, I believe it's this bonfire. I think it's servants' quarters. I think it is. I don't think it's the upper ramparts because you can't get to the fight from here. I think you have to use the servants' quarters for the Belfry gargoyles. Yeah, and the Salt Fort here is for the Lost Sinner fight. So if you want the Old Witch's Soul without going to New Game Plus, Bonfire Static here raises the difficulty to New Game Plus. All the additional enemies, and it should also have the additional drop. So, yep. So, defeated the gargoyles, came down here, noticed the red phantom dogs at the bottom of the stairs. Yep, took care of them. Got the Southern Ritual Band. Came over here, dealt with 4 gold the Sinner using our Seed of a Giant. Yep. Got him to spawn, climbed up the ladder because he's kind of programmed to stick down there. He's not. He doesn't come up the ladder. Maybe if you lure him to the ladder, he'll climb up it. But if you go down the ladder, get him to spawn, and immediately come back up, he'll actually just kind of stick down there. So, yeah, Seed of a Giant. Let the dogs down there do the fighting for you, and good to go. Yep. So we went back down, cleared out the dogs, grabbed the Dragon Tooth, Bright Bug, Enchanted Falchion. Yep. And that was it. Yep. Lost Bastille officially done. Yep. Ah, boy. Good riddance. I was not looking forward to the gargoyles. They were the one reason why I wasn't sure if I would do the Luna in this episode, because I wasn't sure how many tries it was going to take. But luckily, it only took 2. So. Ah, yes. All right. And next episode probably be Huntsman's Cops. Yep, Huntsman's Cops. We will not do the Purgatory in that episode because there is something I need to do. In order to get the blue, I think it's the blue mage's robe. Hold on, I need to see what it's called. All right. The white hollowed mage's robe. There's a blue one that the sorcerer class starts with. In order to get the blue mage's robes, they can only be dropped from the necromancers in Huntsman's Cops. However, the necromancers do not respawn. At least they don't respawn in New Game. I'm not sure about New Game Plus. They might, but I doubt it. So the only way to get the necromancers to respawn is through the Executioner Chariot's boss fight. So as well as the hood. They also drop the hood, and I think a staff, but I'm not too sure about that. So in order to get the blue mage's robe and hood, I need to farm the necromancers in the Executioner Chariot fight, which means I'm gonna have to go into there, kill the necromancers. If they don't drop it, exit the fight, and just rinse and repeat until we get it. Yeah, because if you kill them in the fight, but you don't defeat the chariot, they will respawn when you re-enter the fight. So So that's the only way to actually farm for the robes. So I'm gonna do that. Not too sure. Um, so not sure when I'll do it, but I'll probably do it once we get into Huntsman's Copse. Once we probably get to Earthen Peak, actually, past the Bone Lords, I'll probably go back to the Purgatory and do my farming for the blue robes. So, yeah, so we'll ignore the uh, Purgatory till then. So yeah, we'll do the Huntsman's Copse. Yep. We'll meet Falcon, get the Forlorn invasion, because that is the only guaranteed invasion of them. Probably kill Creighton for his weapon, because I don't really care to do his quest line again. So I will kill him for another Dragon Slayer axe. Although I think it takes Twinkling Titanite. Yeah, it takes Twinkling Titanite, so I don't know if I'm going to have enough to upgrade it all the way. Nope, I only have one. Never mind. Well, I will kill him for the axe anyway, because I will eventually upgrade it so I can power stance axes, but... so yeah, I'll probably kill Creighton. Bone Lords. Yep. Yep, and then I'll do my farming between episodes, and we'll be good. Alright. So yeah, next episode, Husband's Copse. But until then, I'll be for another episode, and I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.